of Halloween Ends opinion. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have had a wonderful week. I hope you guys have had a wonderful weekend. And I hope you guys have had a wonderful morning so far. Um, I hope you guys have watched my earlier video of my Halloween Ends review. That video um was me breaking down everything that happened in Halloween Ends. Now, this is a my opinion of Halloween Ends. Now, this is also going to have a spoiler alert just because um I am going to be talk like I said before, like I said in the earlier video, I am going to be talking about the movie. So obviously if I'm going to be talking about the movie, I'm obviously going to be giving you a spoiler warning, because if I'm going to be talking about the movie, it's going to be having spoilers. So if you guys are going to be having any plans of watching the movie at all, I will give you guys 5 seconds to leave this video, leave this stream, so you guys understand that I don't want to spoil anything for you. But if you guys aren't going to watch the movie and you just want to hear about it, or hear my opinion about it, please stay, and I will gladly let you guys know how I feel about it. So, with that, I will give you guys 5 seconds, and we'll get it started. All right, you guys. That's 5 seconds. All right. Now, before I start telling you guys my opinion, just letting you know, I am going to be playing NBA 2K20. I do have all the sound off those, so you guys won't be not hearing me when I do my discussions. You guys will be able to hear me clearly, and you won't get distracted. Um, Also, another thing, um, if you guys have any, um, actually, I don't know what I was gonna. All right, so obviously, like I said in the review, this is the last movie of the Halloween series that Bloomhouse is going to be making. Um, or and honestly, guys, they couldn't have ended it any worse than what they did. I did I got in there, guys. I was excited more than anything. I I've been so excited of this movie ever since I heard of it coming out. I I saw Halloween Kills. Honestly, guys, I don't see why Halloween Kills gets as much hate as it does. Halloween Kills to me is great. I loved Halloween Kills. Halloween Kills is honestly one of the best that Blumhouse made, because if you guys think about it, uh, Halloween Kills is um it 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 makes sense on how he survived, because um he yeah, he's locked to where there's really no place to go, okay? But then he finds this little area where, you know, he hides in there, to where there's no gas pumps, there's no gasoline, or to where, there's no gasoline that was poured, so there's nothing to be inflamed on in that area. And and you know and also the door it was closed, so that's going to keep all the fumes from getting in there, so he's not going to be suffocated. So honestly, you know he has the perfect protection from the flames and the fumes, so really he had perfect protection. And the kills were just downright beautiful, especially where the nurse is just flat out shooting bullets like an idiot, and in the end Michael just kicks the door right in her face, pops right in her face, knocks the gun, points it right at her, and she shoots herself and kills herself. That is downright the perfect death. You know, I found that absolutely perfect. Um, so the kills and the kills was just perfect. Now in Halloween Ends, the storyline is just terrible. Now we we were told and throughout this entire situation and throughout all of the trailers in Halloween Ends is that we were going to be told that um she that somehow Michael somehow just flat out disappeared, and he disappeared out of nowhere after Halloween Kills, and now he shows back up after 4 years, and he's deadlier. He's There's something different about him. He's he's deadlier. He's more dangerous. He's there. You know, we're getting told all this information, and already in the very beginning of the movie, it's nothing about Michael. We get told a completely different we get told a completely different story about about a about a kid who's never been introduced into the movie. I mean, never been introduced into the series. Who who honestly I mean, just has no connections with anybody. N- Anybody that has anything to do with Michael, and we're supposed to really care about him, and it's just and like what are we supposed to do with this? How are we supposed to feel about this character if really A, he has no connection with Michael, B, he has no connections with Lori, and C, he has no connections with any of the victims. The only real thing that really made him any resemblance was that, oh, he accidentally murdered a kid. He accidentally killed a kid on Halloween. It's not like he did it on purpose. And I mean, so it's just um it was just the whole hype that they tried to say with the trailers and everything, and then they bring this to us. It was way too overhyped with that. Two, they gave us really false information. Another, because like I said before, they were saying all this stuff about Michael being a far more vicious killer, a far more maybe a more inventive killer. Maybe he would have been more of a um psychotic killer, or so many of these other different things about him. And then all of a sudden, you know, it like I said before, in the very beginning, it doesn't do anything with Michael. It doesn't involve him at all. And then, not to also mention, um, when it even does involve Michael, he he doesn't he doesn't even do any of the kills. Michael only gets one kill in all of the whole entire. Well, actually, I think he at least gets maybe two at least, if not maybe three. I'd say two or three. Um, other than that, it was the kid that was doing most of the kills, and and um and then it and then another line from the trailer that was presented, and that was never even said in the movie, is that Lori mentioned saying that oh, maybe the only way Michael can die is if I die too. Which yeah, which in the movie it kind of teased you a little bit, cuz like I said in the review, she did call the cops in the movie and said that she was going to report a suicide. So, it did kind of trick you into thinking she was actually going to kill herself. Um, but like I just said, she never says that in the movie. She never even references saying about her even trying to kill Michael anymore. She really just really focuses on the book and saying, and really kind of discussing, oh, evil this and maybe evil that. Other than that, she really kind of just, in a way, um, kind of just, um, drops Michael and that's it. The only real direction they really do anything that involved Lori and Michael, like I said, was just that last battle. But I mean, that last battle between her and Michael, didn't last near as long as the last battle should, and two, um, it really didn't have that much chemistry because, um, in that whole entire movie, like I said, you know, it was always somebody else that, um, was was the big threat on her family. Oh, the big threat to Haddonfield, the big threat to her. It wasn't Michael anymore. And that is the part that was the most disappointing, is that, you know, um we in throughout this whole entire series, we've always been, around having Michael be the one to, you know, have that old flair of saying, "Oh, I'm the one that everybody needs to fear. I'm the one that Lori gets tortured by. Just the mention of my name tortures her. Just the mention of um just the um what am I just when she looks into uh into the emptiness of the world, she does nothing but see me, and that's it. And when you're watching this movie, instead of all this and instead of all that, it's not that anymore. And that's the worst part about it, is that this and that's the part that's the most disappointing, is because you ha that's not right. That's not how that's not how Lori should be having that problem, especially in this in this last installment. Because the main reason for this, guys, is in Halloween Kills, she lost her daughter to this man. There's nothing worse than losing a kid. You you lose a parent, that's bad. You know, you losing a parent is always bad. It's one of the worst things in life. But a parent losing a kid, that's even worse. Because then, you know, that kid, that's their own flesh and blood. That is their that is their own soul right there. That's their pride and joy. Losing them in a crash, or losing them by the own ways of life is bad enough. But having somebody, taking them away from you is bad as well. But then you have somebody who has been haunting you through day and night. And not only that, but you also have drove yourself insane, and you call him your evil, like Lori has so many times, about saying that Michael has ruined her life in so many ways. How she has she lost her daughter because um she she spent so much of her daughter's life trying to prepare her for Michael. Set a trap and everything to try to stop Michael for the day that he would, if he finally broke out. Michael finally breaks out. The trap, like I said, they set a trap. They thought it worked. It didn't work. Like I said, she thought she protected her daughter. Turns out she didn't, and now her daughter's dead, and now, and now she'd be blaming herself. That'd be Lori. She would be like, I thought I did everything I could, and I tried, and look what happened. My daughter's dead now, and it's my fault. That is what Lori would do. Not simply move on with her life. And honestly, they made it to where I mean, yeah, they referenced her daughter's death a couple times in the movie, and showed like a little thing that her daughter made for her when her daughter was little. But Um, but that didn't show that drove Lori to try to stop Michael. Like really, throughout that whole entire movie, Lori didn't have a drive to go stop Michael anymore. That's not Lori. Lori has the drive to stop Michael. That is who she is. If there's nobody has the drive to stop Michael more than what Lori does. If you do not make that character, if you do not make Laurie Strode have that drive to stop Michael, you do not have Laurie Strode. You have a completely different character. You cannot call her Laurie Strode if you do not have that drive. And that is what they did not have in that movie. And that is honestly one thing that is one of the things that that suffered so hard in that movie. Because I mean, it's just again, like I said, it be, throughout that whole time, throughout that whole movie, Lori was focusing so hard on just trying to have that normal life. And I mean, yeah, I understand she's trying to do it for Allison, and because I mean, she had a hell of a life for a little bit thanks to Michael, but I mean, on the same side though, you just had your daughter die by the man you tried so hard to tell her that he was gonna escape. He did, and and what are you gonna, you know, and now that he's still out there and he's killed your daughter, you can't just drop that. And like I said, that's what they made that character do in this movie. And that's just one of the things I really don't like in this movie is that they they just made Lori just drop her daughter's death. So, that's one of the reasons I don't like the movie. Another reason why the movie to me I don't like again is um uh sorry. My eyes itching a little bit. Mm. Okay, sorry guys. Another reason. Uh, okay. So recapping, like I said, the reasons why I don't like this movie so far is the um oh man, I didn't think I already forgot. Um is the way they did Laurie Strode, uh the um forgetting the yeah. Anyway, sorry. Um the another reason that I don't like this movie is the situation with Michael. The situation with Michael is that, like I explained in the review of the movie, is that he wasn't in the movie at hardly at all. It, the in the movie hardly in the movie he um he didn't play that big of a part at all in the movie. Um he didn't have hardly any amount of screen time in when it came into the movie. Um he was really there for maybe 30 minutes at most combined. And all the times that he showed up, he was probably only there for 30 minutes at most. Um in time. Uh yeah, and honestly, that's not good for Michael because Halloween has been something that is a name for Michael. Halloween is a Michael Myers deal. No, there's only one movie that has been made out of all of the Halloween series ever made that has Halloween in there, and um and that doesn't have Michael Myers in there, and that was Halloween 3. And otherwise, all the other Halloweens had Michael Myers in there a lot. Because I mean, you know, all of it was all of it was based around Michael Myers because it was about Michael Myers. And Halloween Ends was, you know, it if it was gonna be about um with all the way all the trailers was sounding, it made it sound like it was going to be about Michael Myers and Laurie Strode. It made it sound like it was going to be the situation. Oh, um, how is um how is Lori going to be ready, going to get herself ready for the final encounter with Michael? How is Michael going to be get himself ready for the final encounter with Lori? How are how are they going to be mentally ready? How are they going to be physically ready? And with all and like I said, once the movie was made, seriously, the only time the movie brought him up, I mean, yeah, he was always constantly mentioned because everyone wanted to tease Lori, um bully the babysitter, or um maybe bully the cop and say, "Oh, you're a survivor," or "Oh, Lori, you're the survivor," or "Allison, you're a survivor," or all this. Yeah, that's all he was ever mentioned. Otherwise, he was never really brought that much into in the movie, which is very disappointing because it really focused on this babysitter that had that was never that just got brought into the series that we don't know much about, and honestly we don't care about. There's nothing about him that we're going to care about. I mean, I don't get me wrong. He killed a kid. I know that that's hurtful. I mean, that's sad. I understand. But come on, guys. It was an accident. That it's an accident. Yes, he shouldn't have. I mean, yes, in the movie they made him act really stupid because of the fact he overreacts because he gets locked into a closet and all because of a little bratty kid. Oh, man, that he shouldn't. I mean, yeah, when he shouldn't have. He gets locked in a fucking closet. Why was he overreacting over that? But I mean, um, but I mean, he had a court case, and they didn't really. I mean, he had a court case, and they didn't. I think they either withdrew it or whatever happened, and it happened. Whatever. Okay. I There's more important things to really care about. I hate saying that, but you got to look at the more important things. There's a serial killer that is out there that has ruined more people's lives that not only would would have done a lot more worse things to your kid than just accidentally kicking a door down and knocking your kid off a little ramp. There's still a serial killer out there that could have came in that house and did a lot more to him. So, I mean, like I said, I'm not making light of the kid being killed, but I'm just saying they they should the movie shouldn't have put so much time on this kid of saying, everybody hates him so much, all because of one accident, instead of focusing on a serial killer that has ruined so many lives. So it just didn't make any sense on, why go from, why they are trying to switch a switch priorities on storyline. And um and then it's and then again, when it comes down to it after that, then another thing about with the thing about Michael, then it comes also down to um what they did about Michael is that, like I said before, what did you do to him? Yeah, yeah, he may have been beaten up, but come on, you he's he's still a freaking monster. And you are going to tell me that a teenage kid is going to have the ability to stand there face to face with him, tussle with him, and not get his bones cracked, and not get crunched like a burrito or something, to the point where he's dead? And this kid is going to take his mask and start killing people under his name? Yeah, like I said, I know Dr. Satone did it, but you know, again, that's because Michael got ran over by a vehicle and was knocked unconscious for a bit. He had no control over that. So it's just that situation where it's just like, you know, you know, we understand you want to make a good fight or show a side of Michael we've never seen before. We understand that. But you also gotta understand one thing. We've all seen Michael get hurt many, many times before. But here's the problem. That is the thing. We've seen Michael get hurt many, 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 many times before. So we know if Michael gets hurt, we know he's just going to come back and beat the crap out of somebody. So, in the end, how's it going to be that on one hand, Michael is just going to just take this beating and be, how you going to say, he's going to just sit there and be hurt and let somebody else take all his kills or something? So, but so that's another thing that is just kind of like um another thing that I just really don't like about the movie. Um and lastly, the last thing I really don't like about the movie, and I will end the deal right here, is the fact of didn't think you'd make that. Um is the situation of uh oh, what else do I want to say? Give me a sec. Just gotta. Sorry, just trying to. Sorry, I trying to think in my head real quick. Really, just like I said, the whole, really the whole storyline, like I said before, just really the whole storyline and just the overhype, just the failure to deliver, and the whole ending, I, just everything really. Everything about the movie was just a real big disappointment, and I'm really disappointed on the fact that this is gonna be the last. Um, if it, I hope, I'm gonna send this out to anybody else, to any other producer, who picks up the next Halloween. Um, please, whoever picks up the next Halloween, picks up Halloween again, and if you're going to somehow pick up the next Halloween, like continue with this storyline, which without Michael Myers, since Michael Myers did seemingly die in this one, since they did, like I said, they did crush his body, um to basically, since they did basically crush his body, I don't see any way for him coming back. Um, uh, unless you guys are gonna think of a way to bring him back after that. Um, yeah. If you guys do, congratulations. If you don't, and you're gonna bring back a whole brand new storyline, please do. And um, please, for the love of God, uh, make a good storyline, make make good choices with Michael, make good choices with whoever he goes after. If you make it Lori again, make him his sister. Because honestly, I love that storyline. It makes sense. That is why I personally like the storyline that he is going after his sister. Because if you think about it, guys, why would Michael go after somebody that's not his sister so intentionally? Like, think about it. Without like, um, like, okay. Let's point it. Let's put it in a scenario. If you if you are a basic killer and you find a couple of killers, you find a couple of people, you find somebody that you find out that is related to you, and you find out somebody that is a complete stranger to you. Who are you going to find? Who are you going to find out that is going to be your greatest kill? You are honestly going to find out that your greatest kill is going to be that family member, because they are going to be somebody who's going to be close to you. That is going to make it to where you are going to be the most famous, because that is going to make you more devastating. That is going to make you more evil. And that is one thing that any killer is going to want to be. They are going to want to show the world how devilish. They are going to want to show the world how dangerous. They are going to want to show the world who they really are. And killing somebody that is their relative is the way to do it. And like I said, I believe, and that just to me puts that just makes it a lot better sense to me on why Michael would go after Lori so much like he does. So, like I said, if anybody picks up Halloween, please make him and her brother and sister, and have him obviously do what he does best and try to kill her like he does in the others, because like I said, it just adds to me better storytelling, because again, like I said, it just makes better sense as to saying, oh, um he wants to kill her because um he does that, then the evil inside him knows that without her, it truly wins. He can't be brought back. Because it also is a sweet. It also is a cute. It's also a cute story too, because it also is that little fairy tale too about oh family always overcomes everything, and oh all this other hoo ha and beautiful things. So, but with all that being said, guys, like I said, overall rating, I give it I give it a 2 out of 10. There's just so much wrong with this movie. Uh, I would not recommend to go watch it. Uh, so if you guys have Peacock and you can watch it for free, I mean, I'd watch. I would just say watch it just so you can see the kills, or maybe just watch it. Go watch the kill count on YouTube. Other than that, I'd say don't watch it because I mean, like I said, the story's just not good. Yeah. Not only that, the cussing is terrible. I haven't heard that much cussing in a Halloween movie ever since I watched Rob Zombie. And I mean, Rob Zombie actually made it funny. This one just made it not necessary. I hated the cussing in this one. So there's another reason why I hated it. So yeah, that being said, guys, I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was very informative for you guys. If you guys have seen it and you watch this video, leave a comment. Tell me what if you guys agree with me. Um, or if you don't, tell me what you guys thought of the movie, and subscribe. Tell your friends about the channel, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace. Love you guys, and we will see you guys next time.